Hey guys, welcome back. I wanted to show you a couple of cleaning hacks that I have for cleaning my cast iron, and I like to cook my bacon in a pot. Now, when I cook my bacon in a pot, everything gets stuck to the bottom really easily. So after I'm done, I just take paper towels, I wipe them out real quick, toss those in the trash. Then I get as much of that grease out as possible. Then I add a little bit of water, and I just let this thing come to a boil. Take a little tiny scrub brush, just scrub this thing around a little bit, nice and easy, real quick, and it'll loosen up all of that caca on the bottom, and it'll be super easy to rinse out in the sink. Now the cast iron, I just got done cooking ham, bacon, sausage, all kinds of stuff in here, some onions for a recipe I just made in this crock pot. And if you want to see that video, just click on my page there and that video should pop up. I might even be able to add it at the end here. So if anybody's interested in what I made in the crock pot, that video is available and will be up. So, okay, we got this thing heating up. Now, the easiest way to clean cast iron is simply just take this Cuca salt, Cuca Morton salt. This is salt I don't even like using. So we're just gonna cover this whole freaking thing. And I don't care about this salt at all. I got a whole bunch of it stashed in the pantry. And what we're going to do here is just take some extra virgin olive oil and just dump it in the pan. Now what this is going to do, the salt is going to help clean the pan. It's going to disinfect the pan. The olive oil is going to help season the pan. So yeah, this is super simple. You just take it, scrub it around, and let it do its job. It's just cleaning everything off. And I need to turn that heat down because that thing is blazing hot. And I'm cooking my hand. Now we're going to add a little bit of extra, and we're going to scrub that around again. And when we're done this time, we're going to try to take as much of that salt out as possible. And it's okay to rinse that salt down the drain once you're done. But yeah, try to get all your salt in a clump like this and pick it up. Toss it in the trash. Do it once or twice. Okay, now we're just going to go over to the sink. Make sure the water's on as hot as you can get it. And we're going to turn, our burner is turned down to low. And in the meantime, we have this going over here, and it's pretty much cleaned off the entire pot. And just gently swirl this around when you're doing this. Because when we're done, all we're going to have to do is basically just rinse out this pot, maybe put a little bit of soapy water in it, and we'll be completely done with that. We got our water going, it's blazing, ripping hot. We're going to take our cast iron over here and turn that heat up just a smidge. Now we're just going to rinse it off. Now the whole process here requires heat. You don't want to do this rinsing without hot water because you want this to open up every pore in the cast iron as you're doing this, and that way when you come back to the stove, place it on the stove and add a little bit more olive oil or bacon grease or whatever you choose to use to season your pan with. That way it should be ready for the next time you use it. So this is not hurting the pan whatsoever. It's kind of noisy process, but as you can see, the pan's like completely clean. We have a little bit of stuff right there. Now this here brush is made by Lodge. You can find this at Walmart. You can get it at Cabela's, Bass Pro Shop. Any place pretty much that you can find cast iron, you can find one of these handy dandy scrub brushes. So we're going to call you done. We're going to head you on over to the stove and dry this thing out. Now we got our pot boiling over here. Everything inside that pot should be completely clean. You're going to turn the temperature on that down. Now I do need to put on some oven mitts for this process. We're just going to transfer this over to here. You're going to dump it out. And same thing, we're just going to take that scrub brush and we're going to scrub the hell out of the bottom there just to get the last little bits off. Woo, making a mess. Yeah, because that's what cleaning's all about. Normally I would just give this to my dog after it cools down, and my dog cleans 90% of this off of there. So it just works out really well both ways. That handle's still pretty hot on that side, so I'm gonna rotate you around. Try to get as much off of there as possible. Dogs work much better for cleaning stuff. They work really good. All right, we're just gonna put you in the sink. Give you a quick little scrub around. Pots and pans don't require like perfect cleanliness, because 90% of your cleanliness comes from the next time you heat it up. You can just rinse it, wipe it out. And you also, even non-stick stuff, I like to kind of season it a little bit at times. But all right, there we go. I cleaned out everything. We're looking good and it's ready to go up in the drying rack. Voila, head back over here, cast iron. Dum-da-da. All right, we got our cast iron grill all fired up and mad at me because I walked away from it, but I was trying to dry it off anyways, so we're doing pretty good here. So we're just gonna tap that little bit dry there. And it's always gonna have that little slight rusty look, but it's not rusty. And we're just gonna take a little bit of this and we're just gonna dab this in here. That's too much, but it'll be okay. It'll all smooth out in the end. Just let that run around the hard to get in spots, which is the corners there. And we do have the burner on, so everything is hot still. Now we're just gonna scrub this around. Make sure we get every bit of the cast iron, because we don't want it to actually rust. That's no good. All right, so that's done. Now I also like to run around the sides, and I like to treat the bottom. A lot of people just ignore the bottom. I'm okay with scrubbing the sides and the bottom. It's all right. But when you're done, yep, there you go. Your cast iron should look something like this. Set it over there and chill out for the next time you want to use it. I hope you found this video informative, and if you did, as always, please follow along. My weight loss journey is posted down in the playlist of how I'm losing weight in Alaska, and I've been losing a lot of weight really quickly, so I would enjoy extra people following along with the journey. And if you're interested, always please give me a comment down below, because comments are what this is all about. This community is what all of this is about. And my alarm just went off, so I need to stir the crock pot. And if you want to know more about that video, I'll make sure to post it. We'll see you in the next one.